So what they did there is to make sure that is denied his pension. Okay? And that's probably what will pay him more. They deny me my pension. And now it's just to say he was never deputy governor of Edo State. Of course, you are still going to be referring to him as the impeached. And a lot of people are going to be referring to him as deputy governor, former deputy governor, or impeached deputy governor. But the truth of the matter is that in the face of the law, Shaibu Philip was never deputy governor. Okay, that is argumentative, Abi, or debatable. Here is Shaibu's response after his removal as deputy governor of Edo State.
My good people of Edo State, I thank you all for standing by me under these troubling circumstances as the deputy governor of Edo State. It is with heavy heart, yet a resolute spirit, that I come before you to address the recent events that have unfolded within our dear state. I denounce in strongest terms the illegal impeachment by the Edo State House of Assembly over trumped-up charges. This is not just an attack on me as an individual, but on the very democratic principle that we hold there. It is a dangerous descent into dictatorship and a threat to the foundation of our democracy. Let it be clear that this impeachment was hushed because of my ambition to contest the Edo State 2024 governorship election under the People's Democratic Party, PDP, an ambition that is a legal right to all citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's a sad reality that in our political landscape, ambition is met with resistance, and those in power seek to silence opposition through illegitimate means. I have dedicated my life to serving the good people of Edo State with integrity and honesty. I have worked tirelessly to improve the life of our citizens. I've upheld the values of democracy and justice, and yet, in return, I am faced with baseless accusations and a blatant disregard for due process and rule of law. The allegations brought against me are nothing more than a smokescreen to conceal the true motive behind this impeachment. It's a flagrant abuse of power and a betrayal of the trust that the people of Edo have placed in their elected officials. We refuse to stay inactive while our democratic institutions manipulate and exploit for personal gain. We will fight this injustice with every ounce of strength in our being for the sake of the people of Edo State and the future of democracy. I call upon all well-meaning citizens of Edo, and indeed all Nigerians who believe in the principle of democracy and justice, to stand with us in this moment of crisis. We cannot allow tyranny and oppression to take roots in our society. We must resist the forces that seek to undermine our freedom and trample upon our rights. To the members of Edo State House of Assembly who have chosen to forsake their oath of office and participate in this charade, I say this: history will judge harshly for your betrayal of the people who elected you to represent their interests. But know this: you do not have the power to silence the voice of justice and truth. I call upon the judiciary and all relevant authorities to intervene and uphold the principles of justice and fairness. Let the truth prevail over lies. Let the rule of law triumph over lawlessness. I am confident that the legal system will vindicate me and expose the sham that has been orchestrated against me. I want to reaffirm my commitment to the people of Edo State, to the values that bind us together as a collective. I will not be deterred or intimidated by those who seek to subvert our democracy. I will continue to fight for the right and freedom of all Edolites. By extension, Nigerians that suffer oppression, I will stand firm in my resolve to see justice done. As we stand united in the face of tyranny and oppression, I urge all to remain calm and go about our lawful duties as good citizens and true democrats. Together, we will overcome this dark chapter in our history and emerge stronger and more resolute in our pursuit of freedom and just society. Thank you for the opportunity given me thus far. God bless Edo State and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I remember.
Nuisance Lele.
Just in case if all of you they catch emotion, I don't want you to catch feelings. Now, African Wala just said something there, and I caught that. And that is, Shaibu is crying to you, the Edolites, because they don't remove Shaibu hand from the general pot of soup. And that simply means Shaibu has been removed from the table. And now it is about freedom. It's about justice. It is about rule of law. It's about the Edolite. It's about, so like somebody said, it is totally uninspiring, but you just need to have it on record that that happened. Okay? Nigerian politicians will scream injustice. They will do everything to make you believe that the injustice they have suffered in the hands of their own friends is going to destroy something called democracy. It's going to cause problem. You know, when they suffer injustice in the hands of their friends, when Nigeria happened to them, which they are part and parcel of, right? Then suddenly they will remember they were fighting for you and me. So I don't catch feelings for politicians, okay? But we will give that a follow-up. So as we speak, Obaseki has been handed the best gift is always wanted. Now, what is now left is to see how to make Ighodalo the next governor of Edo State. And he's been seeking the support and advice of Werewike, in case if you don't know that. If you're from Edo State, you should already know that, Abi. Because, you know, he believes that Werewike is still PDP, and whatever has happened between them, he should forget that. He needs to help him make Ighodalo your next governor. They can discuss other things afterward. And Shaibu won't be in that picture. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Emefiole Godwin Obaseki. That one has won a lottery, okay, politically. While Godwin Emefiole, that one has won another long night or possibly days, even weeks in the detention of the EFCC. All of them are pretty much member of the entire establishment, okay? And you shouldn't catch any feeling for any of them, right? So I think I have a clip of Emefiole in court today. There is a story you need to hear. Emefiole is in court or is standing trial because Emefiole, with the authorization of Bokwari, Emefiole used the Nigerian Central Bank and turned it into Bokwari's family's piggy bank. Right now, Emefiole seems to have been the last, or let me say, well, you know, when you are trying to catch armed thieves and they all escaped, or let's assume they escaped, and one of them was left behind and is the one to now stand there or answer all the questions about other members of the gang. So Emefiole is the poster boy. He is the new Dasuki. So Emefiole is accused of depleting Nigeria Central Bank with other people, looting Nigeria, destroying Nigeria economy, Nigeria Naira, and so many other allegations like that. But there are other people too. But these other people, they seems to be untouchable. Bokwari and his wife, Tunde Sabiu, who happened to be Bokwari's nephew, Abi. Shena nephew, Abi niece. Abi nephew ni. Bokwari's nephew, who happened to be personal secretary to Bokwari, Tunde Sabiu, and then a few others like that. But something is right there too, right? And that is when Tifnumbu came in and arrested Emefiole, he also appointed a special investigator to go look for where all the money is so they can take them back, right? For person where they investigate a thief, a supposed thief, he ended up being a thief himself. Obase is the special investigator. Obase himself, they had to close the investigation now because Obase has been accused of collaborating with Gbaja Mole to cover up over 30 billion naira money they discovered. And this is coming from Tunde Sabiu and all that. So this 30 billion is like a pattern to say, just ignore us, remove our name from it. Tell them that our signatures were forged. 30 billion. I'll come back to that. Here is Emefiole in their court today. So that was Emefiole being taken to the EFCC custody as ordered by their court. And that then takes us to this new discovery. One of the reasons, or the main reason why they had to limit the charade, all these things you are watching are FIMO. Are you with me? It is not because they want to jail Emefiole or because they want to recover any money from him. Because if they have to recover money from Emefiole, Emefiole is not the direct person that took all the billions of dollars. Emefiole, as the central bank governor, worked with all kinds of crooks and criminals, political as well as those in the business, your elites, they call them business community. Yeah, business community. They join hands together to rob Nigerians and ensure that you see what you are facing, the economic hardship you are facing today. Majority of those who are parading themselves, or those that Tifnumbu appointed as his economic team, majority of them are those who participated in the fleas, those who participated in the historical looting of Nigeria. Nobody has been held responsible so far. So Emefiole, for example, under Goodluck Egbere Jonathan, Emefiole's job is to make sure that the money is available. The criminals will raise the memo, all right? And Emefiole will have to make the money available. The bullion van that will take the money to the destination of whoever they said they should give the money to. As the central bank governor, Emefiole was also making some money for himself, but it wasn't like just bringing in his vehicle and loading the bag with money and then moving them out of the central bank. No. You see all the nonsense that Kadobi is doing now with all these different monetary policies that you can't really explain. All this voodoo economy. They are shorting your naira and they are making a kill. So what they do is that all this insider trading and ensuring that the banks that will help them launder the money, the bankers that will help them launder all the stolen money, when they finally have matured, they get clearance from the central bank. All those ones that should raise a red flag on all of this suspicious money, billions, hundreds of millions of dollars that were disappearing. Instead of the policy of Emefiole to discover them by raising red flag and flagging them, because they are those who are doing it. So behind the scene, it was a free-for-all. Do you get that now? And all of them who benefited from this, including emirs, including Kabiesi Obas, including Obis, including Obas here and there, Sultan and the rest of them, like it is a racket. So if they really want to get the money back, and at the same time punish all those who brought this economic ruin upon Nigerians, this poverty, then you should have more than Emefiole in EFCC jail or EFCC custody. So that's what makes it a drama. So if you're following it, all right, do not think they are doing all of this because they are trying to get any money back, or they are trying to punish people who actually abuse their power or position and robbed Nigerians. No, 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 no. In fact, the effort is also to see how much of that loot they can corner for themselves too. Because it is a corrupt country run by criminals, okay? So the purpose is not to end the crime or punish anybody for it. It is actually to milk it. And that is where the investigator, where they investigated those who looted Nigeria Central Bank, he has now been fingered in a bribery scandal involving Tunde Sabiu, as well as a few members of Bukwari's government, to the tune of 30 billion naira. 30 billion naira. And that's probably a chicken change. Because if you are probing and trying to investigate an economic sabotage that flees the country of over $100 billion, 30 billion naira is a chicken change, but it's a starter. If you dig more, you will see how much of this money they have managed to corner for themselves. At least it won't be the first time that returned loot will be relooted in Nigeria. So they had to end the investigation now. Okay? And we are waiting for the reports. And also, I don't even think we should be waiting for the report, because I wanted to say, and we're also waiting for the probe of the investigator that is accused of collecting the bribe. Now, listen to this. So this is just from Tunde Sabiu, 30 billion. And this is coming from the Foundation for Investigative Journalism, FIJ. You remember Shoyombo? That Shoyombo guy. Isayo. Right. It's just published another one. And indeed, even though APC, they are trying to sort of discredit it, because he said $30 billion. I want to believe it's 30 billion naira. And with the explanation and all of that, I also want to believe it's true. And the report of Obase, is that going to also show to us or indict Bokwari and the rest of the criminals who also depleted the central bank using Emefiole? No, we will find out. Not that I want you to look out for it, but it's just like the pointers to let you know this is just a show. And the moment they believe that it's no longer relevant, they will wrap it up. Like they have suspended their investigation. So you will never see any money returned. And that is why the angle or the narrative of the Binance, as ridiculous as that also sound, is believable to the Agbadorians. A distraction, you will call it, Abi. But majority of them, the establishment in Nigeria, continue to convince the people in Nigeria that Nigeria Naira lost value. You know, combination of other stuff, okay? Nigeria Naira lost value because Nigerians were trading on Binance. And Binance has been banned in Nigeria. Nigeria no longer do their P2P, peer-to-peer transactions on the Binance. They are using other platforms, okay? But these establishments in Nigeria told themselves that the Nigerian Naira crashed because of the Binance. And that guy I just shown to you right now is the only guy left in their custody. He has been sent to Kuje prison today as well. Yeah, the court said he should be sent to Kuje prison. And he's standing trial on behalf of Binance for tax evasion, $10 billion. That's what these criminals are asking from them. Well, I don't want to bore you with that story. I'm just trying to give you the instances of how all these distractions are working. Let's just keep documenting them until they run out of options. Or options like they run out of who to blame or excuse for you. Now they are selling the dollars they are getting below the market value in order to continue to look good to you. Now we are now realizing that the Nigerian foreign reserve, which is pretty much already used as a collateral for another loan that nobody can account for, and nobody is being told what they use it for as we speak, right? Somehow Nigerian Tifnumbu's regime, they have managed to withdraw over $1 billion, guys, in the last 2 weeks alone, to try and defend the Naira, selling the dollars at below the market value of it, okay? And then continue to push the propaganda to say their policy is working. Their monetary, this and that is working. And Nigerian Naira is gaining back its strength. Yet, the food and service in Nigeria, I'm talking about services and food and all that, they are not reducing any prices. And any explanation for that is to tell you that you should give it time, okay? Because it is all voodoo. We call it voodoo economy. Yeah, voodoo economy. Even though people are still trying to figure out which band they belong to or what band you don't belong to. We will get back to that because somebody was mentioning that earlier. Let's go a bit further. One of the news or rumors, and I actually this shouldn't even be anything, okay? But somehow it is, because I saw it. I saw, when you go on Facebook, for example, and somebody will just post a picture and just say, type amen, those mass stuff. And you will see thousands of comments typing amen, 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 amen. Or somebody will say, Showore and Peter Obi, who would you vote for? Social media stuff now, poll. And then you will be seeing all the comments, Obi, 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 Showore, 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 Obi, 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 Obi. Then people will be attacking themselves, which Obi, which Showore, which this, which that. And I think that was how the rumor started, okay? Because I saw that on X, on Twitter, where somebody was doing all this random peering. And they said Peter Obi and El Rufai, that is the Kaduna little finger, the El Rufaya. And now obedient were there. This is skinny con, this is skinny con. And there are those who are like the normal product of APC, PDP, are somehow disguising or hibernating and pretending to be you obedient, okay? So they were there now trying to plant the doubt. That's how they work, okay? It's going to be the greatest idea. Surprisingly, some people even believe that this was the handiwork of Kaduna Littlefinger. Anyone who has his history of a treasury, his history of propaganda, his history of fanaticism and other stuff that you can be have to be very careful around him. He is a dangerous human being. El Rufaya of Kaduna. Okay? And he spends so much money to try to present a different kind of public personality by telling you that, you know what I mean? No, it's just people who don't like me who talks. No, he's actually a very, very horrible person. I'm talking about a vile. You know what they call vile? People that relishes the pains that other people suffer simply because of their religion or tribe. A very vile person. Bloody terror apologist. Is a very, very horrible human being. El Rufaya of Kaduna. And I'm not saying this because I